All right, so today we will look into the second part of simultaneous equations. All right, I think we've done something on this, explaining some different methods of solving simultaneous equations. But today we are going to look at the part 2 of simultaneous equation. Okay, so our learning objective, by the end of this lesson, learners should be able to solve simultaneous equations with differing coefficients using elimination method. Okay, then solve word problems involving simultaneous equations. So we are hopeful that at the end of this lesson, these are the things we will achieve today. Okay, so let's move on. All right. The last time we talked about simultaneous equation, we looked at two methods of solving simultaneous equation. One, the substitution method, and of course the elimination method. Okay, so there is one thing in the elimination method we talked about. We talked about the fact that for you to eliminate any particular variable, okay, the coefficient of that variable must be the same. But there are, I think we didn't talk about this the last time, there are some expressions or equations where the coefficient of the variables are not the same. So in that case, what do you do? Okay, some people shy away, some students shy away from solving such kind of problems because the coefficients are not the same. Some examiners can be very particular to tell you, use elimination method to solve a simultaneous equation where the coefficients are not the same. So what do you do at that point? So that is what we are going to look at now. So let's see. Number one, the question says we should use elimination method to solve this. Okay, now we said that for us to use elimination method, first of all, well, the first process or the first procedure is name your equation. So the first equation is 2x minus 5y is equal to 8. We name it equation 1. And 3x minus 7y is equal to 1. Equation 2. Okay, this is the first thing. So the next thing is to eliminate one of the variables. Okay, one of the variables. Now, for us to eliminate any variable, what it means is that the variable we want to eliminate must have the same coefficient with the with that particular variable in the other equation. For example, we have this here, x, which is a variable here. We have s here, a variable or an unknown, whichever one you know. Okay. Now, x, the coefficient of x here is 2. The coefficient of x in this other one is 3. So they are not the same. So we can't apply elimination method with this kind of arrangement. If you look at the next variable here, y, this is coefficient 5 and this coefficient 7. So it can also go. So the next question you should ask yourself is, what should I do as a student to make sure that the coefficient of any particular variable you want to eliminate is the same? Okay, so you ask yourself, now what do we do to make a particular variable the same? Let's look at the variable of x. The coefficient there 3 and 2. What can we do to bring a figure or a number that is the same here and here? Now if we look at 2 and 3, they have a common multiple. Okay, they have a common multiple, and that multiple is 6. Okay, so what that means is that let's see how to bring 6 here and bring 6 here. Well, what do we do? If we multiply equation 1, the whole of equation 1 by 3, and multiply the whole of equation 2 by 2, we will have 6 at this point now, because 3 times everything here will give us 6 at this point. You get? Then at this point, we'll multiply by 2 and we'll have 6 at this point. So we say multiply equation 1 by 3 and equation 2 by 2. If we do that, what that means is our equation 1 is, we say equation 1 should be multiplied by 3. So 3 times everything here is 3 what? 2x minus 5y is equal to 8. So 2 multiplies everything here. Y for the other one will have, okay, let's do this one first, okay? So this is 3 times 2x will give us 6x minus 3 times, that is 3 times minus 5y. This is minus 10 minus 15y. Minus 15y is equal to 3 times 8, that is 24. So we have succeeded in bringing, and this equation is the same thing as this equation, it's just that this one is, we have 3 multiplying them. Then we do the same thing to this other one, equation 2. We said multiply equation 2 by what? 2. So we have 2 times, what is our equation 2? 3x minus 7y equal to 1, okay? So when we do that, let's get the answer here, or let's see, this 2 times 3x will give us 6x now. 2 times minus 7y will give us minus 14y is equal to 2 times 1 is 2. Okay, so we can decide to name these new things that we have gotten at equation 3 and equation 4. Okay, so the first one we have 6x minus 15y is equal to 24. Okay, then the next, so let's call this equation 4. Okay, in equation 3, sorry. In simultaneous equations, once you derive any particular equation, okay, try and make sure that that equation has a name so that you can always refer to it when you want to do some manipulations. Okay, so what the next one is what? 6x minus 14y is equal to 2. So this is our equation what? 4. Now, this is looking more like an expression where applying elimination method can now work. Why? Because we have a variable with the same coefficient in both equations. So we cannot apply our rule. So here, since these are two positive numbers, okay, so we can say subtract equation 4 from equation what? 3. All right, so we say subtract. If you're doing a theory question where you need to show working, okay, explain all these things while solving. Subtract equation 4 from 3. So that will mean 6x minus 15y is equal to 24. Then 6x minus, introduce the minus there, 6x minus 14y is equal to 2. So just like your normal way of doing this, okay? So we can start from here or anywhere you want to start. 6x minus 6x automatically gives us 0. So there is nothing here anymore. So we have minus 15y minus 14y because we are subtracting. So what that means, let me explain that here. Minus 15y minus 14y. Okay? So this will be minus 15y minus because minus is subtracting another minus and there is a bracket there. Okay? Minus times minus becomes plus. So this plus 14y. Okay? So we ask minus 15y plus 14y. I explained this kind of thing the last time. I said what this simply means, because this kind of arrangement confuses a lot of students. When you have minus y plus 14, this means that whenever you see minus, it means what you are owing, plus is what you have. So if we have minus 15y, it means you're owing 15y. And plus 14y, you have 15y. Let's say you borrowed 15y from somebody, and that person finds you on the way you've been running, and the person gets you on the way, and the person makes some trouble with you that you must pay him the 15y you borrowed from him. But you have 14y. What do? You will give the person the what? 14y you have. Have you finished paying? You have not finished paying, because what you borrowed from the person is 15y, but you have 14y. So you will give the person the 14y, but you will still be owing one extra y. And I said when we say O, it means minus. So the answer of this thing is minus y. Okay? So minus 15y plus 14y is minus y. So you still have one y yet to be paid. So this is what? Minus y is equal to 24 minus 2 is equal to 22. Okay? All right. But then, so this 0 is off. So this means minus y is equal to 22. But that is not our answer. They didn't ask us to find the value of minus y. They asked us to find the value of y. So to do that, we'll look for a means to eliminate or remove the negative from y so that y will be alone. So to do that, we multiply both sides by y, so that this y by negative, so that the negative will go away. So multiply both sides by what? Negative. That is by minus. This will mean minus times minus y is equal to minus times 22. Is that okay now? So minus times minus is plus. You should know those things. Minus times minus is equal to plus. Have these things at the back of your mind. Minus times plus is equal to minus. Okay? Plus times minus is equal to minus. Plus times plus is equal to plus. So you have to know this. So minus times minus from there is plus. So this is y is equal to minus times positive 22 is minus 22. So y is minus 22. So our y is equal to minus 22. Okay, so we've gotten the value of this y. Now remember, the equation has both x and y, so we need to get the value of x. Okay, so we say we can decide to choose from any of the equations. Okay, substitute the value of y into any of the equations. Okay, so we can choose to substitute that into equation 1. So we can say substitute y equal to minus 22 into equation 1. So what that will mean is 2x minus 5y is equal to 8. Okay, so this will mean 2x is equal to 2x minus 5. Our y is minus 22, so we bring the minus 22 is equal to 8. Do you get now? All right, so this will now be 2x is equal to 2x minus times minus, first of all, will give us plus. So 5 times 22, okay, 5, that is 22 times 5. 5 times 2 is 10. So we write 0, carry 1. 5 times 2 again is 10 plus 1 is 11. So 110. So this is 110 is equal to 8. Okay, so 2x, we'll take like terms. Let this come to where it has real number. So 2x is equal to 8 minus 110. Okay, so 2x will now give us equal to 8 minus 110 is, like I will always explain to you, a negative, a positive number that is smaller than this is subtracting a bigger number. So the result is just simply subtract what you get, the answer you get when you subtract this 8 from 110 ordinarily, that answer you put minus there. So if we do 110 minus 8, the answer will give us what? 10 minus 8 will give us 2. Here is 0 and here is 1. So 102. So it will be minus 102. How? Because you are owing somebody 110 naira and you have 8 naira. If you pay the person out of the 110 naira you're owing, you pay the person 8 naira, you still have 102 naira left unpaid. So that is why we have that. So here now you divide both sides by the coefficient of x. Okay, so you say 2x over 2 is equal to minus 102 over 2. So we are trying to eliminate this coefficient so that x can be alone. So 2 into itself is 1, 2 into itself is 1, 2. Okay, so 1 divided by 1 is 1, 1 times x is x. So x automatically is alone here. So minus 102 divided by 2. Okay, this is a big number, but it's very easy to divide this kind of number. Take it bit by bit. 2 divide 10, know the answer. After that, 2 divide 2, you get it. So 2 divide 10, we'll bring that down our minus. 2 divide 10 is 5, and 2 divide itself is 1. So x is 51. Okay, so you say therefore, so you say therefore x is equal to minus 51 and y is equal to minus 22. So that gives us our answer. Now you can, to know if you are correct when solving, okay, you can decide maybe in your own leisure time, you can fix those values of x and y into the equations. You will find out that they will still give you 8. If you fix into this one, they will give you 1. Okay, with that, you know you are correct. Okay, so we are going to look into another problem from the exam guide. Let's see if we can get a question there. Okay, so if they say if so let's do number 2. Number 2, if 2x plus 3y is equal to 7 and x plus y is equal to 6, they say we should just find y. Find y. Okay, find y. We will find y, but I would like us to find both x and y. Okay, the reason is because this time, the last time we eliminated x and we got y. So if we eliminate x again, it will not be very fair to y. So let's look at y. Okay, let's try and see how to eliminate y. All right, so solution to this is 2x plus 3y is equal to 7 is our equation 1, and x plus y is equal to 6 is equation 2. If you can see this, the coefficient of all the variables are not the same. Okay, here this is 3, this 1, this 2, this 1. So we can make the coefficient the same. Okay, so to make this, remember we want to look at y. So let's make this the same. Let's multiply this. Let's multiply this by 2 and this by 6. Okay, so we say multiply equation 1 by 2 and equation 2 by 6. Okay, by 6. So what that will mean is in equation 1 we have 2x plus 3y. 2x plus 3y, we say equation 1 by 2. So this is 2 times 2x plus 3y is equal to 7. Okay, if we do this, this will give us 4x. That is 2 times 2x is 4x plus 2 times 3y will give us 6y is equal to 2 times 7 is 14. So this is our equation 3. Then the next one, they say we said that we should multiply equation 2 by 6. That is this equation. So this means 6 times x plus y is equal to 6. Okay, so this will give us 6 times x will give us 6x. Okay, plus 6 times y is now 6y is equal to 6 times 6 is 36. You get that? So these are equation 4. So let's bring out our equation 4 and equation 3 quickly. So our equation 3 is 4x plus 6y is equal to 14. And our equation 4 is 6x plus 6y is equal to 36. These are our 3 and these are 4. So we want to eliminate y. I say let's eliminate y because the first one we eliminated x. So let's eliminate y now. So by eliminating y, what it simply means is subtract equation. You can decide to subtract either equation 3 from 4 or from equation 4 from 3, whichever one you want. Okay, if we subtract equation 4 from equation 3, just know that we'll have a negative answers because this value is bigger than this value is bigger. So let's do that also so that you can understand. Okay, or let's subtract this from this because the first one we did, we subtracted the second one from the first one. So let's do the other way around now. Okay, so subtract 3 from 4. So subtract equation 3 from 4. That means 6x plus 6y is equal to 36. That is our equation 4. They say we should take away 3 from 4. So this one will come down since they say we should take it away from this one. So we'll have 4x plus 6y is equal to 14. Okay, we are subtracting. So we'll put our number there. So 6x minus 4x gives us 2x. All right, 6y minus 6y gives us 0. So that is cancelled, that is eliminated. Okay, then we have 36 minus 14 will now give us equal to 6 minus 4 is 2. 3 minus 1 is 2. 6 minus 4 is 2. 3 minus 1 is 2. So now we have these points now. Divide both sides. Both what? Sides by the coefficient of what? Of x. The coefficient of x is 2. So it means 2x over 2 is equal to 22 over 2. Okay, so this divides this is 1. So x is equal to 22 divided by 2 give us 11. All right, so x is equal to 11. But then they ask us to find y. So we need to find the value of y. So to find y, put x is equal to 11 into any of the equation of your choice. Okay, that's the first time we put into equation 1. So let's put into equation 2. Okay, this is our equation 2. So it means x, into equation 2. Our equation 2 says x plus y is equal to 6. What that means is wherever you have x, substitute for 11. So our x is 11. So this is 11 plus y is equal to 6. So you take like terms, this come here so that y will be alone. So this is y is equal to 6 minus 11. 6 minus 11. Okay, so 6 minus 11 is just like I said, you are owing somebody 11 naira, you have 6 naira only to pay. When you pay 6 naira, you are still owing. You're owing like 5 naira. Or you can do 11 minus 6, the answer, you put a negative number. Okay, so y is equal to 6 minus 11 is minus 5. So y is equal to minus 5. So if you look at your exam guide, the correct option there is option B, minus 5. All right? Okay. I think we will now look at simultaneous equations with what problem? Okay, so let's look at, there are sometimes these examiners can give you simultaneous equation problems, but they won't give you these figures, or they won't give you the problem in figures. They will give you this problem in words, and they require that you convert those words to figures like this and solve them simultaneously. So we're going to look at what problems involving simultaneous equations. Quickly, what problems involving simultaneous equations? This question is presented to us. We are required to put this into simultaneous equation. If you look at this question very well, you have to understand what the question is saying. One thing about word problems is that if you understand what the question is talking about, it is easy for you to put them in mathematical form. Now let's go. It says the sum of 2 times a number, okay, and 3 times another number is 4. It said the first number minus the second number is minus 3. What are the numbers? So they are talking about 2 numbers here. One, the first number and the second number. So we don't know what those numbers are. So we start by, let the first number be anything. Then the second number be some other thing. So we can say, let the first number be A, letter A, okay? And let the second number be letter B, okay? Now, with this, now we can now put this thing. It says the sum of 2 times a number and 3 times another number. So it means they are saying that the sum of 2 times a number. What is that first number? That is 2 times A. So it means 2 times A, the sum of 2 times A plus, that is the letter or the symbol for the sum, okay? And 3 times another number, that is 3 times B. That is what they're talking about. 2 times A and 3 times B. So the sum of 2 times a number, that number is A. So this 2 times A, the sum of these 2 times A and 3 times another, which is B, 3 times B. They say the sum is equal to what? The sum is equal to 4. And they said again, the first number minus the second number, which is the first number, which is A. They said the first number, which is A, minus the second number. What is the second number? B. Remember, we don't know what this number, the real numbers are. We represented them by these alphabets. So minus B, which is the second number, they say is equal to what? Minus 3. Are you with me now? So they're not asking us, what are these numbers? So I think we have gotten our equation 1 and 2 from there. Okay? Okay, so if we evaluate this, 2 times A is 2A plus 3 times B is 3B. They say is equal to 4. So this is our equation 1. We have gotten our equation 2. Our equation 2 is just here, A minus B is equal to minus 3. So A minus B is equal to minus 3. So this is our equation 2. So we have put that word problem into mathematical form. Every statement you have here, the statement you have here, these things you have here, are simply what I have put in mathematical form like this. With this, you can now solve, okay? Now, I want us to use substitution method so that you can refresh your mind on what we did on substitution method, okay? So, choose any of the equation of your choice and make a particular variable the subject of the formula. Once you do that, you can substitute it into any of the equation then. So, let's say from equation, let me even state it very clearly so that you will know what we are doing. Using substitution method, okay, so we have from 2, that is equation 2, make A subject of formula. Subject of the formula, okay? So this means A will now be equal to, or A minus B is equal to minus 3. Put it there first. So this B, A being subject of this formula means that A should be alone in one particular side of the equation. Meaning every other terms in this expression should be a term that A is expressing. Do you understand? So what that will mean is that B will have to leave where A is and come to where minus 3 is. Okay? So A will be alone, and this will now be equal to, because this is a minus B, a negative sign, this negative sign changes to plus sign because this minus B has crossed this bridge. Okay? This equal sign. So once it crosses it, it must exchange it for what it has. Okay? So this minus changes to plus. So this is minus 3, which was already there, plus B. So this is our equation 3. Do you understand that? So in substitution method, that's what we're using. So with this, now you can now substitute equation 3 into equation 1. So substitute equation 3 into 1. So that means 2A plus 3B is equal to 4. Okay, so where we have A, we put minus 3 plus B. That is what it means. So 2 is now multiplying minus 3 plus B. Okay, plus 3B is equal to 4. Okay, so what that means is 2 times minus 3 is minus 6. 2 times B is plus 2B. Okay, plus 3B here is equal to 4. Okay, so this is minus 6. 2B plus 3B gives us plus 5B is equal to 4. So we take like terms. This minus 6, we go to this side of the equation. Take like terms, okay? So we have 5B will now be equals to 4 plus 6. Because this minus changes to the opposite sign of the operation. So this will be 5B is equal to 10. Are you with me? So we'll divide both sides by the coefficient of B. Okay? So that B will be alone. So we are dividing both sides by the coefficient of B, and the coefficient of B is what? 5. So this is over 5. And here is also over 5. So 5 divided 5 is 1. 1 times B is B. Okay? So this is B. This is B is equal to, okay, 10 divided by 5 is 2. So B is equal to 2. Now we have found B, let's find the value of A. Simply, since we have gotten the value of B, to find the value of A, since we have already made A subject of formula here in equation 3, just substitute what B is in equation 3. So to find A, put B into equation what? Equation 3. So that will mean A is equal to minus 3 plus B. So A is equal to minus 3 plus B is 2. Okay? So A will be equal to minus 3 plus 2. You are owing somebody 3 naira. You are owing somebody 3 naira. and you have 2 naira. You're owing somebody 3 naira, you have 2 naira. You pay the person the 2 naira, you are still owing 1 naira, so minus 1, okay? All right, so A is equal to minus 1, okay? So our answer there is B. A is equal to minus 1, while B is equal to minus 2. Or they say, what are the numbers? The numbers are minus 1 and minus 2. So you say, therefore, the numbers are minus 1 and 2, which is option B, the correct option there. Okay? Sometimes our examiners may be very tricky. They can give you a shape, okay, a figure, and ask you some questions around those figures. If you look at those figures very well, once you see that they have 2 variables, okay, 2 variables, and they ask you to calculate it, check very well. They are questions that may likely lead to simultaneous equation. I have an example here. Okay, I think this is our third or the second in this particular series. Okay, so there are some examiners that may have to give you some shapes, and they will give you some variables representing numbers in that shape, and they will ask you to find what those variables are. You need to pay a careful attention, because he may probably be asking you to solve a simultaneous equation question. Okay, so we are going to look at one example now. I will see what I'm talking about. Okay, now let's take an example. So this is the question, but our major concern is find the value of x and y. But if we have more time, we can just look at the perimeter and the area. Okay, so now look at this shape. So we should find the value of x and y. This is a rectangle, and instead of giving us the real value of the length and the breadth of this rectangle, they are giving us, they are representing some variables, some unknowns, to be a particular number. Okay, so they ask us to find the value of x and y. It is very simple. When you are given things like this, okay, you recall the properties of a rectangle. Okay, you know that in rectangles, okay, the length, the opposite sides, which is the length of the first side and the second side, they are equal. Okay, the 2 opposite sides are equal. So this side is equal to this side is equal to this side. So length is equal to length, breadth is equal to breadth. One of the properties of rectangle is the 2 opposite sides, or 2 opposite sides are equal. This side is, so if this place is 4, this is 4. If this is 2, this is 2. That is what it means. Okay, so it means that this 2x plus y is equal to x plus 3y. If we say that one of the properties of a rectangle is that the 2 opposite sides are equal, it means that 2x plus y is equal to x plus 3y. It also means that x plus y will also be equal to what? 20 minus y. Do you get the point? So that means that 2x plus y is equal to x plus 3y. Okay? That is that. Then we can now make this thing to be in an equation. You know, we can get a simultaneous equation from this expression now. So what this means is that, okay, let's bring this term this way. Okay, so this is 2x plus y. This minus comes to this place. This one will also come to this place now. So this one will now be minus x. You see the point? Then this one is coming this way to also be minus 3y. What is left here is 0, so it's equal to 0, because there is no other thing left here. We have taken everything out of this equation, out of this side of the equation to this side. So this is equal to 0. All right? So this is 2x minus x will give us x. Then y minus 3y will give us minus 2y. That is, you're owing somebody 3y, you have 1y. You pay 1y, you are still owing 2y. Okay, is equal to 0. We have gotten equation 1. Does this make sense? So we have gotten equation 1, what we use to solve simultaneous equation, okay? All right, then the second one, again, we said the property of a rectangle, two opposite sides are equal. It means x plus y is equal to 20 minus y. Okay, we do the same thing. So this will mean x, we are taking like term, of course, x plus y, this y comes this way. Remember, we will not take 20 because 20 is not the same term. 20 is a natural number, is not a variable. So 20 will remain there. So this will mean this y carrying minus will change to plus y is equal to 20. Are you with me? So this will mean x plus y is 2y is equal to 20. You get that now? So we have equation 2. So we have two equations now. We have two equations to solve from. From this expression, we have developed it into simultaneous equation, and we can apply any of the methods to solve this particular problem. So let me say, let's apply, maybe since we have 2 here, let's also use elimination method, okay? So in x minus 2y is equal to 0, okay, which is our equation 1, of course. Then x plus 2y is equal to 20 is equal to, this is equation 2, okay? So we can use elimination method, okay? We can use elimination method, okay? So if we have the same variable here, the same coefficient and the same coefficient, so we can use x now, okay? X minus a, we can do subtract equation. Let's subtract equation 1 from 2. Equation 1 from 2. So this is x plus 2y is equal to 20 minus x minus 2y is equal to 0. Okay? So x minus x will give us 0. Now, minus x minus plus 2y minus, this is what we have here now. 2y minus this minus 2y now, minus 2y. Okay, so this is 2y, minus times minus gives us plus, so 2y. So this is 4y. Okay, so this gives us 4y is equal to 20 minus 0 is 20. Do you get that? So what it means is that divide both sides by the coefficient of y, which is 4. So this is over 4. This is over 4. 4 here is 1. 4 here is 1. So y is equal to 20 divided by 4 is 5. So that is that. Okay. So to now find the value of y, remember they asked us to find the value of x and y, or the value of x. So to find x, put y into, let's say equation, let's put it in equation 1, into equation 1. So x, equation 1 says x minus 2y is equal to 0. So x will be equal to minus 2, our y is 5, is equal to 0. Is that okay? So x will now be equal to minus 2 times 5 is minus 10 is equal to 0. X will be equal to, take this down to this place, okay? 0 plus 10. X is equal to 10. Is that okay? So our x is equal to 10, while our y is equal to, our y is equal to 5. And if you check this, if you put them, let's try if we can check one of them to see or to ascertain if we are right or not. Let's say equation 1 says x minus 2y is equal to 0. So our x is 10. So this is 10 minus 2. What is our y? 5. 5. Let's see if it will give us 0. Okay, this is 10 is equal to 2 times 5. 10 minus 2 times 5 Minus 2 times 5 is minus 10. Okay, 10 minus 10 is 0. So we are correct. Okay, all right. So we have found the value of x and y for this. Okay, so the next thing they say is to find perimeter of the rectangle. Okay, the perimeter of the rectangle is simple. Just since we have gotten the value of, okay, let me just show you what we do there. Since we have gotten the value of x and y, oh, do I? Okay. Oh, I didn't need to clean this. Okay, I can still generate it. I can still generate it. Let me generate the question. The question says, this is what we are talking about. This is 2x plus y in cm, 20 minus y in cm, x plus 3y in cm, and x plus y also in cm. So perimeter, which is the second thing, perimeter, remember our perimeter is 2 length plus 2 breadth, or people say 2 open bracket L plus breadth. So anyone you put as the formula, you are correct. Okay, so let's use this one. Okay, so our perimeter will now be equal to 2 times, let's open a large bracket. What is our, we'll just take one length. Okay, so this first one is 2x plus y. Do you get that? Then plus 1 breadth. Let's take this one, 20 minus y. So what we can simply do now is 2 is into 2x. Where you have x, put the value of x there. What is our x? Our x is 10. So this is 2 times 10 plus, what is our y? Our y is 5. So 2 times 10 plus 5. So we have gotten this one plus, this one is 20 minus, what is our y? Our y is 5. 20 minus 5. Okay, so we close the bracket. So this will mean 2 into 2 times 10 is 20 plus 5. Okay, then plus 20 minus 5 is 15. Okay, so this will now mean, remember in board mass, so that you don't start multiplying first. Solve everything in the bracket first before you multiply. Bracket first. All right, so this will be 2 into 20 plus 5 is 25, plus 15 is 40. So this is 40. So 2 times 40 is 80 cm. Remember, everything is in cm. So that is that. Okay, so we have gotten our perimeter. Y for our area. Area is, of course, you know, length times breadth. Simple. What is our length? Our length is 2x, or we can also pick this. Anyone we want to pick is the same thing. So 2x plus y times breadth. Let's decide to choose this one. X plus y. So this is, okay, so this is 2 times x is what? X is 10. 2 times 10. 2 times, 2 plus 10. Okay, 2 times 10 plus, what is our y there? Our y is 5. So 5 times x is 10. Our y is 5. Okay, so this will now mean 20 plus 5 times 15. This is 15 now. So this will now mean 25 times 15. You get that? So 25 times 15, we just quickly solve that. 25 times 15. 5 times 5 is 25. Write down 5. Carry 2. 5 times 2 is 10. Plus 2 is 12. Okay. Then here 5 times 5. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 2 is 2. So this is 5, 7, 3. So this is 3, 7, 5 cm squared, since it is area they asked us to find. So with simultaneous equation, we have been able to get what the values of this x are and find the perimeter and the area of the shape. So with simultaneous equation, you can solve all manner of things, even with some word problems. All right, with this, I hope you have really understood the concept of simultaneous equation. I think in our next class, maybe we'll have to look at how to solve simultaneous equations using graphical method, and it will be awesome. Thank you very much.